Yes. Okay, we're live. We are going to be reading scary stories. So I want to start off with a creepypasta. You guys seem to like creepypastas, and I think that's cool. I love creepypastas. So this first one is called Mr. Widemouth. Now, May and me, I was gonna do this for a different video and edit it in, and I found this cute wallpaper with Mr. Widemouth, and May's like, "Yeah, that's him." And I was like, "Oh, he's so cute." No, he's not supposed to be cute, but he is cute. So we had a little argument about him being cute. So this is Mr. Widemouth. Mr. Widemouth is a scary creepypasta story about a 5-year-old boy who has an imaginary friend that may not be so imaginary after all. Okay. So when I was a child, my family moved around a lot. We never really stayed in the same place for very long. And it seemed as if they were always on the move. Because of this, many of my earliest memories are fuzzy and unclear. However, this is one period of time that remains as clear in my mind as though it happened just yesterday. I often wonder whether these memories were simply hallucinations caused by my long sickness I experienced that spring, but in my heart, I know they were real. We were living in a large house on the outskirts of the city. As a family of 3, we didn't really need much or such a big home. There were a number of rooms that we never used during the 5 months we spent there. In some ways, it was a waste of space, but it was the only house we could find at the time that was close to my father's workplace. So, the day after my 5th birthday, I came down with a terrible fever, and the doctor said I had to rest in bed for 3 weeks and concentrate on getting well. It was a horrible time to be bedridden, as we were getting ready to move and most of my toys were already packed away in a box. My bedroom was almost empty and I had very little to entertain myself with. My mother bought me some ginger ale and a few books several times a day. Brought, not bought. Other than that, there was precious little me. Something to do. I was always bored and grew more miserable by the day. Aww. I didn't exactly recall how I met Mr. Widemouth. I think it was about a week after I was diagnosed with the fever and confined to bed. My first memory of him is when I asked him if he had a name. He told me to call him Mr. Widemouth because his mouth was large. In fact, everything about him was large, comparison to his body. His head, his eyes, his crooked ears, but his mouth by far was the largest. "You look like a Furby," I said as he flipped through one of the books. Okay, Mom needs me for a minute. So we'll be back. I'll probably reread the story. Or start from here. So I'll be back.